since I've been on YouTube. I want to do a card from my Lemuria deck, and I'm just going to do whatever comes out. It'll be the messages. Let's see what we got here. Really quick. I ask my guides, my galactic guardians, my angels, my archangels, my ascended masters, and my ancestors, please help me to set my ego aside so that I can give the collective the message that is in their highest good today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This deck is brand new, and the cards are really well made. It's a little harder to shuffle. Furred and feathered friends. You could be vegan, or being guided to become vegan, allowing you to become the portal for those who need safety. It's like alchemizing the abuse that was passed down through generations and choosing to be the cycle breaker. Because when you look at this card, if you can see how there's like, it almost looks like a vortex to me. And it's like there's life cycles. I'm seeing life cycles through this. And it's like breaking the cycle and choosing to be a protector. Let me read what it says. Ethical consumption, making a difference through food choices, caring for all beings, animals, environmental awareness, doing the best we can, also animal spirit guides. Animals are intuitive and sacred beings that walk the earth beside us. They are the wisdom keepers of many earth traditions and some of our most loving companions. They have much to teach us, and yet the way some species are treated is quite unbelievable. As we become more empathic, and our sense of compassion expands beyond that of our own family and community sphere, we start to see other beings and the quality of their lives as interconnected and equal. We may be inspired to align our actions with our compassion to minimize the harm we do to the planet and her inhabitants. As humans are evolving and moving to a lighter consciousness, our bodies may struggle to digest what was once healthy and fortifying, i.e. becoming vegan. When I started doing my full body awakening, where the energy in my body was shifting and it no longer aligned to what I was vibrationally putting in my body, I became vegan very quickly, and it was a forceful thing. My body forced me to do it. I was physically sick. I was in and out of the ER, and this was 2015, 2016. A lot of, 2014, 2015, some into 2016. I wasn't aware that me continuing to eat meat was the main cause of my body being so sick. It was as if I stopped putting that vibration of death and abuse and other animals into my body, and my body stopped revolting. So now, it would look like whatever various disease they have trending, and that the idea of fear, and oh my God, you're sick and you're dying and you need to do all these things medically to fix yourself. I'm grateful that I was awakening in the time that I was, where they were just completely dumbfounded. I went to 6 different doctors and they had no idea. We see that you're physically sick. We see this is happening, but our tests show nothing wrong with you. It was the energy being pushed out, like physically pushed out, so that the new energies could come through. And that's why this is so important, especially if you're awakening and you're being guided to not eat meat anymore, or you get physically sick, where when I was towards the end of my cycle of eating meat, I felt like it tasted death in my mouth. It did not taste like a cooked piece of food that I would want to eat. It tasted like charred death to me. And that could be happening. And it's kind of confusing, because if you're someone that was raised on specific ways of eating your entire life, and that's just what was passed down for a lot of us, it's like, what do I do now? For me, I didn't eat. I just didn't eat for like a couple years. I was just hungry all the time, and vegan food wasn't popular at all. Finding vegan food in the frozen aisle was not happening. So it was a really hard time for my stomach. I was hungry for years. Really, for years I was hungry. So that could be happening with these. So just, let that flow out of you if that's what's being required. As humans are evolving and moving to a lighter consciousness, our bodies may struggle to digest what was once healthy and fortifying. Also, when we are doing the work spiritually, we may feel more sensitive to things that don't fit with our values. When we take on the energy of a product that has suffering imbued in it, no matter how good it tastes or even how organic it is, we may notice a lowering of our vibration as it challenges our spiritual integrity. So it's almost like that aspect of yourself, like mind, body, soul. It's almost like for years, many people's spirits were, like, I don't know why cryotherapy is coming to mind, where they're like, they freeze them and then they come out after a while. It's kind of like that, where the spirit is being thawed of all of the hardened belief systems and societal structures and expectations, and the spirit is reforming into its divine self, and you'll find that things will fall out of your alignment. People, especially, I think that's the hardest part of awakening, beyond trying to find food that doesn't make you feel absolutely sick after you eat, because as a human you need fuel. Food is fuel. You need that. The second thing that you deal with after your body starts to tell you what you can and cannot have physically is being aware of the energy that people are giving you. And once you figure out the food thing, you then have to be able to feel the energy of what a person gives you, the same way you would feel if you drank a green juice versus ate chicken. There's life in the juice, there's death in the chicken. I apologize if this triggers someone who may not be there yet, but you're hearing this for a reason, so namaste. That is not to say that there is one way of living and eating that everyone should adopt. This message is about doing the best we can within our circumstances. It is not always possible to access nutritious or locally produced alternatives. However, as consumers, we do have the power to push for change by choosing how and where we spend our money. When it comes to consumption, we have many more options in the West than did previous generations. Unfortunately, this variety has had a detrimental impact, and on the whole, need to eat more plant-based foods to address endemic health issues. As the false food pyramids fall away, they reveal themselves as misinformative marketing tools of the meat industry. We can let go of this falsehood and choose nourishment that is sustainable, healthy, and inspiring. Also, be aware of environmental factors such as land clearing and water use. Once you start to scratch the surface, you will discover alarming and eye-opening truths about food production. There is no need to be dogmatic about making a shift, but do what you can. It does make a difference. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to the freedom of all. This is a translation of a Sanskrit prayer, of the Sanskrit prayer, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Look at how you choose to nourish your physical body and your ethics and reasoning surrounding your food choices. Where possible, explore fortifying, filling, and nourishing alternatives. Your body and energy will thank you for it. This card also signifies strong animal energies. That could mean working more closely with an animal spirit guide or bringing a four-legged companion into your life. You may have a greater awareness of the wisdom of the animals that you encounter and what their traits or messages mean to you. And on that, I'm actually going to do the spirit animal deck. That's very beautiful because I pulled this deck out before I started reading. Haven't used it in quite some time, but they were calling to be used. So this kind of just kismet. Alright, we have the wild horse. Speak your passion aloud and defend those whom you love in word and deed. Elephant. You gain the love and wisdom that is passed from one generation to the next. That's beautiful. Cheetah. A decision will be made. A decision once made will be followed by unwavering action. So it's almost like speak your passion aloud, defend those whom you love in word and deed. And the fact that these are all animals, obviously from the animal deck, but the animals here too, it's almost like you're being called to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. You gain the wisdom and love of other generations. I'm definitely getting a vibration of ancestral knowledge being passed down to you, through you, so that you can give it out to the world. A decision once made will be followed by unwavering action. And you could be, this is very interesting, I just started taking pain on in my lower back right here. And I would have to look it up. Stop the reading and look it up. I don't know that I have it on, actually I might have it on my computer. Hold on one second. I might have it on my computer. I feel like I would have left that on my computer. I didn't. That's too bad. I have it's a piece of paper that shows where the pain is in your body and what mentally that's connected to, but I feel like the lower back was either self-shame or self-blame or like guilt. So you could be subconsciously feeling guilty about the way that you intake and take care of your body right now. There's just so much surrounding the animals, taking care of the animals, and I get like being a protector when I see this picture of the horse. Like, as you see the horse, how his hind legs are up, almost like he's kicking at something. That's a very protective stance, especially for a horse. Horses are such lovely, beautiful animals. I love horses. But okay, do I want to? Yeah, okay. We're gonna do the. What is this deck called? Where's the... I can't remember what this deck is called. This is an archetype, one of the archetype decks. Let's see the thing here. Just see what pops out here for you guys. Got Kali Ma, facing fear. There are major spiritual changes that are unfolding, and this is your chance to soar. Okay. Kali Ma, where is the paper? Okay, it's the Keepers of the Light. Let me just read this really fast, what Kali Ma is, because I feel like she's pretty intense. I can't remember what, let's see here. Kali Ma is the Hindu goddess of death and rebirth, okay? She brings old cycles to an end so that we can experience transformation. She is strong, fierce, fiery, and powerful image of the divine feminine. Many have been intimidated by her, but she is a mother energy and therefore completely loving. She's like a fierce mother protecting her child from harm. She is a dark energy like the night sky, but it consumes fear and leaves only love. She is the twin flame of the god Shiva and has been known to slay his ego so that he can reveal his true loving self. That's really, really beautiful. So it's like you're being called to embody this Kali Ma energy, this divine, the dark feminine energy, where the dark feminine is unwavering. She does not sway in the face of what others may see as fear. She sees it and she walks towards it with love. Unconditional love, unwavering love, and knowing that that love will carry her through whatever it is that she's facing. This is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there, but this is the space for love and miracles to enter. You are being filled with the courage of spirit now so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kali Ma to help you release your fear to step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. That is so beautiful. Yeah, this whole reading is about you being called by the divine to step into the Kali Ma dark feminine energy and protect those who cannot protect themselves. And there's a big highlight around veganism, diving into being vegan. I'm hearing juicing, detoxing from everything that's in your body. Juicing's a really great way to do that. Also, juicing is kind of crazy because like the first 2 days you might not have that much energy, and then like by day 3 you're getting hit with all this wild energy and you've actually stopped your intake of what, like you're just doing mainly liquids. It kind of throws you for a loop, but your body actually really enjoys it. So I hope that this helped you guys. Oh, let's do a self-care one too. I just keep going and going and going. Alright, let's see, what do they need to do for self-care? What do they need to do for self-care, please? Dream journal. You're being shown things in your dreams, like when you wake up and it's like kind of, I'm being shown Harry Potter when Dumbledore takes his memories and pulls them and puts them in the little memory thing. It's kind of like that. Your dreams, your memories of the astral or where you just were kind of like slide away. So you want to sleep with the journal right next to your bed, like even open it up to a new page and maybe put a thing next to your bed with the pen so you could literally roll over, grab it, and just start writing. Your dreams will tell you things. So much in there. Whoops. We have drink tea. I'm hearing that detoxification tea in particular. And sound healing. Could be called to sound healing right now during this time. Also, writing a gratitude list is super, super powerful. Alright, I hope that this helped you. I'm sending you all of the love during this wonderful energetic time. Remember that your focus is consent, so what you're focusing on, you are consenting to. If you don't like it, don't focus on it. It really is that easy. The media will have you believe in something else. I love you. I love you. I love you. Namaslay.